The man I called the dark horse on the Countdown Show. The Samoan Werewolf.
What if Jacob Fatu was to win the Rumble?
I think that'll basically turn him to the new Roman.
Would they set up a Roman versus Jacob Fatu like feud then?
Yeah, like leading up to Mania.
Yeah.
And then maybe besides, because, you know, they teased it at some point that Roman's saying, okay, I think Paul Heyman teased it, saying Roman's going to come back for his title or whatever. So maybe Jacob Fatu is like, you know, doing this Jacob Fatu thing, like, like, I'm getting the title. You know what I mean?
Oh. Love his promos,
it's
man.
My time.
Love his promos. In fact, I sort of missed not seeing what's it called, Tamatonga.
With everybody saying, yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm seeing him there, man. But imagine Jacob Fatu, world champion, and you know, Tamatonga right next to him. Yeah. And then Tonga Loa as well. That would be a pretty cool moment too, to see all three of them as like the new faction. So, yeah. If Jacob Fatu was to win, though, would he challenge Cody or would he challenge Gunther, you reckon? Gunther wins to Jacob Fatu. Imagine that match. Oh my God. That would be a match.
Yeah, that Cody, like, I don't know, because it's like kind of, we saw it with Roman, but him and Gunther, that would be like, because Gunther, that's all he is. He's just a big threat. Like,
yeah.
Anytime they need a threat, they call Gunther. But yeah,
correct.
I think Jacob versus Gunther, that'll sell more tickets for sure.
I think that would be a hell of a match. In fact, one of the reasons why, so the other thing that I was thinking of, which we didn't talk too much about in like Jay sort of winning it, like I reckon the reason why Jay also won was if he challenges Gunther, it sort of propels that championship a bit more because like, you know, that's the one that's still number 2, you know, despite Seth sort of carrying up a little bit, Gunther doing a little bit, like it's still number 2. So having Jay Uso win the Royal Rumble and challenge Gunther will push it up even more. But I reckon Jacob Fatu would be one hell of a champion, man. Like he would be so crazy. It'd almost be like right now when we think about it, like who's gonna take it off Gunther? It's already hard enough. Like there has to be a lot of story because of just, you know, how dominating he is. But like if you get somebody that's just as dominating as him, Jacob Fatu, there's a lot you can do with that. Like it's just even like the matches in the ring because Jacob Fatu is so like agile and like athletic. It adds such a different dynamic to that match. So man, that I could see that being like the poster of WrestleMania. Whew, that would sell tickets, and Jacob Fatu's stock would just go up so much. Like he's got to be selling so much more now. Like how much, like with how over he is, I can imagine his shirt selling out much more. So they probably could use him as a champion to push him up even more, right? And he could bring up others with him. Like I sort of talked about. Like you could bring back Bronson Reed to sort of be like his muscle, and having like Bronson Reed as part of that faction. No one would have messed with them. No one would have messed with them. Like Bronson Reed, Tamatonga, Tonga Loa, and then Jacob Fatu on the top there. Like it's just going to be like, wow, a crazy kind of faction that's unhinged. Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
I think that's why we like him so much, just because of his story, because we know it's real. And I don't know what it is with me and wrestlers' names, but I love like looking to their names. I find it interesting when they go by their real name. So Jacob Fatu, it's not a gimmick. It's not a ring name. Like that's him, Jacob Fatu. That's his actual name, and it kind of speaks to his story. Like they teased the crap out of it. They kind of milking it at this point. But the whole I've been to jail thing.
The day I caught my case for the 211 when I was 18, was locked down, went to jail.
Yeah.
I think people, they may be like, okay, maybe it's like a Dominic Mysterio thing. But it's nothing like that. Like he's actually
no. Yeah, it's not.
He's actually like from that life. So when he says like, I'm getting paid to beat up people, what I used to do. Like I mean, I think we want to see him. We want to see him succeed.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking there's like, even just aside from Gunther, there's so many matches which they could have. Like, we saw a little bit of a team with Damian Priest and Fatu, and I was like, ooh, boy, that would be one hell of a feud as well. But to play off that, because, you know, Damian Priest has a whole Street King thing as well, and he has that kind of life too. Like, the dude was homeless, and he also struggled a lot to sort of get to where he was. So I can imagine if, like with like Gunther, I do like Gunther, but the storytelling is so limited to like championships and there's not too much more that I feel they explore with his character. It's more like I'm just the most dominant wrestler in the world kind of thing. But with Jacob Fatu, if you can start building in some different kinds of storylines, like, you know, we're both in the same world, me and you, with Damian Priest or something like that. I don't know what other storylines they can do, but I feel like they can open it up a bit more. So I would love it if Jacob Fatu was to win and to take it off Gunther, to be honest. Not throwing any shade to Jay, but then you could do it was like Jacob Fatu could also open up the bloodline storyline a bit more too. Like, you know, go back to Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa.
Or
like he's like the new champion.
Not even him, but Zilla Fatu.
Oh my god, yeah, exactly. You could bring That's what I mean. There's like so much you could do with Jacob Fatu. He's like untapped potential at this moment. Like he's there, man, and I hope they put a belt on him soon. This is like a what if scenario, but maybe next year, man. Maybe next year we'll be talking about this and it's actually real. So
yeah,
let's see, man. Let's see.
You think people know if y'all don't know who Zilla Fatu is? I think that is it Jacob's younger brother?
I'm not sure. He's a Fatu, but
or maybe first cousin, but they both wrestle together. So Zilla Fatu, he's currently under like Booker T's. Like one of his indie leads. So it seems like Zilla Fatu is the next up. But he's very similar to Jacob Fatu with the whole street thing. So he can easily bring in Zilla and they have a thing going on. Yeah.
Now he is Zilla Fatu is Umaga's son. I don't know the
family tree.
Bloodline family tree. I need the PowerPoint presentation from The Rock.
Take a look.
Pull that one up where he sort of falls in, but he's son of a legend. But yeah, he's sort of the next one in line as well. So, oh my god, like they could do a lot with Jacob Fatu winning championship, man. But